Hello, my beautiful Gemini. This is V with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your weekly elemental air game reading. Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate all of y'all. Your cards are pulled. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Keep in mind, we're still running our summer sale, 30% off. There's only one change. The booking page has changed. You can now book by the date and the time. So you will need a promo code. It's no longer just automatically apply. You're going to have to enter in summer 30, SUMMER 30, and then that'll lock in your discount for your reading. All right. So let's tap in, Gemini. Okay, I'm really getting that you were embracing yourself in terms of giving love to the things that you were passionate about, to the ways that made you truly unique. Maybe you were standing up in your in a particular career sector, really sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts, really showing what's on your heart in that energy. If it's a person in a relationship, maybe you were being more open and more vulnerable in a relationship. But these two queens here, it could be two women in particular, or two feminine energies. But I'm really getting that someone may have initiated a love offer in this situation. If it was like a romance, or this is a beautiful partnership between you balancing your passion and your emotional pursuits. But you have the Hanged One here, so maybe some of y'all are getting a different perspective. Now, this could be a same-sex relationship. Maybe it's like, okay, this is kind of new, but I never really thought about this for my life path. Or if this is like you stepping more into your feminine, be it male or female. This could be like you really being like, okay, I can actually love what I do and being passionate what I do in terms of work or career. But you're manifesting in King of Wands energy, so you're going to be more in a masculine energy, taking more action on what you're passionate about, since you have been giving yourself so much love with this Queen of Wands. Or this is you manifesting in your divine counterpart, masculine energy, King of Wands, Aries, could be a Leo or Sag. Yeah, Gemini. But this is something that's equal, something that's really grounding, but they're still part of your emotional energy that you were letting go of, in terms of trying to protect your heart. Okay, you're being more open and more vulnerable, but sometimes you get that little notion like, what if this goes wrong? Or like, what if people don't celebrate my ideas? Or what if my partner cheats on me? Or it's something like that. It's kind of like the opposite of celebratory energy. You get kind of down sometimes. You kind of have these transient feelings, but the divine wants you to remember your confidence during those times. Remember your personal power, and don't give your power away. Projection is a major way to do that, and being more aware of how you really feel and the truth that resides in you. You'll be able to take more accountability for your emotions and what's really real, as opposed to what you think someone thinks of you. But you have the Six of Swords with the Five of Swords, the Star, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's like this energy of feeling like someone got over on you. Or maybe you feel kind of bad that you may have finessed someone or got over on them, and not really being on the up and up. I'm really getting, you gotta let those thoughts move through your conscious, and like clouds. How clouds just move. It's a meditation practice. You just imagine them just like flowing. It's like you're watching the screen. Every thought doesn't need to be held onto and dissected. So just like practice allowing the thoughts to move through, and the divine is helping you with that. But you have this major healing energy. Okay, you have this star energy. I'm guessing maybe some sacral chakra work, being more at peace with yourself, being more in love with who you are. With all that one energy, maybe you're having more like a sexual revolution, being okay being like a sexual being. Maybe there was some religious dogma, or like some sort of like what's the word? There was some negativity, some negative connotations attached to your sexuality, however you express it, and so you were freeing yourself of that. And with this star energy, maybe you're allowing yourself to be seen. Maybe you're allowing your sexuality and your body. Maybe you're wearing things that show your shoulders, or like tank tops, or shorts or something, just to really embrace and love on your body. but you have the Knight of Wands with the Emperor. Okay, so because you are really shining, that heal energy, it shines through you. Okay, so you attract like-minded people, but also you attract darkness as well. People who are wanting to, you know, just absorb your energy and they have nothing else to contribute. And so you want to be mindful of that. Just be aware of night energy when you're moving towards more stability. You know, protect yourself, protect your ideas. You know, have boundaries up, because you're very attractive at this time. So suitors are going to come in more stable, like the Emperor. Okay, businesses that really want you are going to be more stable. They're not going to want to rush to hire you the day of. Okay, it's the same thing. Like if you have, yeah, anything that's happening too quickly, you want to kind of slow it down and temper that energy. Including yourself. You may be having a sexual revolution, and you know, just be safe, protect yourself, and be mindful. But this Emperor energy is boss energy. Maybe you're getting a promotion or starting becoming the CEO. You got all these new ideas. Just get grounded and remember that now you are in charge of more than yourself, and the decisions that you make affect more than just you. Okay, this could be you having a family, so you can't just be in night energy. All right, because things will collapse if you don't make stable decisions. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely involving your coins, maybe spending, being more mindful of what you spend on, what you invest on. You can still enjoy your life, but who you partner with matters. Everything matters. The more responsibility you have, the more weight you carry, and you're built for it, because that's why you've gone through so many trials and so many tests up until this point. But you just got to remember that, you know, Gemini, sometimes you may want to get back into your, you know, airy, fly, bounce around, but you want to be grounded. Yeah, don't allow FOMO, fear of missing out, or fear or anything like that to sort of make you make an impulsive decision. But you do have the Devil card with the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So we're going to focus in right here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, or this could be an energy of an inability to make stable decisions. There could be a toxic trait of yours. You know, sort of going for the bad girl or the bad boy type energy if it's love and romance, or going for a job because of status or how it looks, as opposed to a combination of being compensated properly and it's what you actually love doing and what you want to do. I understand in this 3D world, yes, you got to make money, and everything at the start isn't going to be exactly what you want, but you can still find work that incorporates something that you can resonate with. So while you are on your way to the career that you want, or on the way to building a business, you can still enjoy work. Okay, you got to be practical as well as creative. You got to combine those two. But with the King of Swords here, it's more of an energy of using your intelligence to make stable decisions, using your intelligence to not put yourself into places where you will out the gate where there are red flags. So sometimes you set yourself up because you ignore red flags. Okay, maybe you don't look at what's really going on. You might wear a lot of rose-colored glasses in relationships and business situations. Really look at it for what it is and what it's offering. Okay, you can save yourself a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache. Okay, a lot of economic distress if you focus. Okay, you got to ground that root chakra, maybe clear it out. You got the Ten of Pentacles with the Two of Swords, and you got two tens. Dang. Okay. It's like how you move in one area of your life is going to be how you move in every area. So if you're like fearful of if you're blocking opportunities in one area, you're going to block them in another. Okay, and it sounds weird because it's like, you know, a lot of successful people who aren't really good people, but there's always a glitch there. They may be getting in money in an unbalanced way. If they are, not everybody who's getting them coins are terrible people, but it's like when you are at a place of stability, when the divine gives it to you, there's no karmic debt. Okay, That's really what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to use fear to control or lower vibrational methods to control people. Okay, and it's the same with love. If you really want a loving relationship, you don't have to use like coercion and manipulation and play off people's wounds and things like that in order to get stability on either side. Like in Arnold Patton's You Can Have It All, it's like the ends are the means. Like a lot of people say the ends justify the means. Basically, the end result will justify however it took you to get there. Absolutely not. The way that you go about a path and the way that you acquire something will be the way that you will have to maintain to keep it. So the divine wants you to operate in faith. Okay, if you gotta steal and manipulate to get something, that's how you're gonna have to be to maintain it. You got a lot to get a relationship, you got a lot to get a job, you're gonna have to continue doing that. And so it's a snowball effect. So take your time, be honest with people. When you're in relationships, be honest with jobs. When you are interviewing or when you are interviewing others, be mindful of things like that. Okay, so you got the Temperance with the Fool, 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Okay, this this new start, it's a leap of faith, but you got to be patient with yourself in any new change. Okay, the divine wants you to know that this is an ordained new beginning for you, but they want you to learn how to save more, and they want you to learn how to wait on the right time to invest. This is being patient, this is being still, this is being grounded. Okay, you got a lot of pentacles here as well, so they're helping you get more into that earth energy to embody. And that's your opposite element, earth and air, but it may be helpful to find what earth you do have in your chart or something like that. But you got the 3 of Wands with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you want to act on your way to success. You want to still, while you're waiting for what is yours, you still want to be putting in the work. Okay, you don't have to force things, but you can still be learning more about a craft. If you're on a dating pool, you still could be learning more about yourself to, you know, fine tuning yourself, loving on yourself more. You can only control yourself, so you can't help heal someone else's wounds, but you can understand why you're attracting the certain people that you're attracting. And also take your time and don't be so hard on yourself during this process. You got Death with the Page of Pentacles. Everything is fine. The Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Yes, there's a transformation to how you take steps along your path with this Page of Pentacles. There's an offer being made, but this is the pseudo Ten of Swords. It says everything is fine. It's not the real Ten of Swords. So you're manifesting from faith, because they're highlighting 8 of the Swords, and so sometimes you tend to think the worst, okay, when making a new beginning. Perhaps you tell yourself you're not ready for opportunities and you still got to heal from something before you move. Pardon me. And the divine is saying you're worthy of everything now. Continue to take those steps. You'll learn as you go, okay? Maybe some of you, I'm sorry y'all, maybe some of y'all have Virgo in y'all chart. So find out where that is, or maybe look up more Virgo energy and on the high vibrational side and see how you can kind of like alchemize that energy within yourself. But you got the Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's some communication coming in about a major new investment, maybe about a new job, or this could be like a windfall of coins that the divine is trying to bring to you. Just be mindful of how things come. A lot of the time, fast money leaves fast. But if you know you've been working towards something and you know you deserve it, don't block that blessing. So I'm going to pull a Shaman Oracle card for you while I am. Please like the video, y'all. I truly appreciate it. And remember, we're over on, you got the Beloved. Remember, we're over on TikTok where we go live. So tap in with us over there. And our summer sale. Use promo code SUMMER30 for 30% off all tarot readings. Everything you need is in the description box, gang. Alright, we have the Beloved with the Curse. Yeah. Maybe in your childhood, you haven't really seen people in your life go for their dreams, go for what they want, go for the partner that they want. They've always chosen something logical, strictly logical, over what is in their heart. And there has to be a balance of the two, okay? A balance of what is in your heart with what you are seeing. This is you going for a career that you really love, but also being practical in the meantime, going for a type of person that you love, okay? But love is all at the same time. You got to balance it out with the practical. Okay, if you're going for people who aren't stable and things like that, well, you can be interested in people, but you want to be mindful. You want to be equally yoked, okay, with whoever you're with, and you cannot ignore the facts. And so, with this middle realm and the rainmaker, yeah, you have everything in your 3D reality right now to action the next step forward. I don't see the hermit here, but Virgo energy is coming through really strong. You want to get organized, okay? Organize your thoughts, organize your ideas, find your priority, pick one, and go for it. Because the divine is bringing in a windfall. You got this Ace of Pentacles, and you want to be able to manage it properly, okay? You got the circle, yeah. But you might want to connect with friends who love on you right now, family members. Surround yourself with love at this time so you can have the energy to push forward through this new change. And don't allow yourself to get stuck in obsessive thoughts about the past. Don't allow the devil energy, this karmic ties, old behavior patterns to weigh you down. Get you some amethyst to help clear out those negative thoughts in your crown chakra. All right, hopefully this is something for Gemini. So much love and light to you. Namaste.